Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Tay with Tay's Truth. I hope everyone's doing well. I just received a new deck of cards today and I've just done a reading on myself. I'm about to light some Palo Santo and clear my energy now. I'm going to spend some time getting a reading together for you guys and see what wants to come out. Too hard to spin. I feel like this is too many cards, but I really like the first card we got. It's gorgeous. So the first card out that jumped out of the deck is the seen and the unseen. And intuitively what's coming to me is like it goes hand in hand. As above, so below. With the seen, what we see here physically on the earth, and the unseen up above. And just that it's like it works in tandem with one another. So if we just focus on what we see, we might get lost and forget about our journey being supported by the unseen as well. What's behind the scenes. Our angels are there to help us along and guide us. So the unseen, like we're always protected, always loved and so fully supported from above. So I'm going to put the card up so you guys can see it. I'll bring it closer. Maybe not that close. But yeah, the seen and the unseen. It's just a beautiful card, really. And again, it's a new deck, so I read intuitively, but I'm also going to read to the gut from the guidebook. And I have no idea where the card is, so just bear with me. It's a really beautiful card. Okay. There it is. Okay, you guys. The seen and the unseen. The seen. What's in the physical in form, obvious, certain, and known. Masculine, spoken about, conscious, manifested. What you see is what you get. Surface level and clear goals. The unseen. What's in the spiritual, mystical, energetic, mysterious, feminine. Unconscious, subconscious. Look a little deeper, subtly. Depth, secret dreams. So it's exactly what I read intuitively, which is good. It just gives me that confidence as a new reader on YouTube. What's within us is eventually reflected outside ourselves in our lives. As above, so below. However, what's within sometimes takes longer to manifest into form. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So developing a balanced relationship between the inner and outer world is essential. Many people live their lives purely based on the seen and known physical world, yet increasingly we're waking up to the mystical, the inner, the sacred that is within all things, including ourselves. This card is a prompt to reflect on where you've been focusing your energy. It can also be an invitation to look a little deeper or do the opposite to get out of your head. So I'm kind of being guided that with this deck I don't really need to read from the book so much. It's obvious, and the maker of this deck, she is a lady, like I've worked with her decks before. I'm still not at home, I'm displaced, but I have a new space here that I'm working out of, which is a lot calmer and more grounding. I do have some of my favorite crystals here with me that I received today. So I'm feeling a lot more clear and in alignment, but being that I've worked with these decks before, I feel like I don't really need to read the book so much. I'm connected intuitively. So the other stack of cards that jumped out is another card that's like balance. I'm going to read intuitively again here. And just, yeah. So it's let go and hold on is the card. And it really relates to like my journey when I'm reading this as well. I don't know how many of you also align with this frequency, but letting go. So I want to put the card up so you can see it, but I also can't like look at it and see what I see intuitively. Do you notice how it's darker up top? That's like the first thing I see too. Like both. First I see the light at the bottom and the dark at the top. And the light is actually the letting go. And the top is holding on. Okay. This relates personally to my story. I don't know how it could relate to you guys, but letting go is light. Yeah, you can see she's all lit up. She's like in her power, like she's in flow with the universe. She or he, like your inner self, whoever it is I'm speaking to here, letting go, like the freedom and connection with like basically the force and the flow like of life, spirit around you, being guided. Like to let go is very freeing. And then there's a connectedness with that, like you can trusting and that the universe is going to take you where you need to go, and like that everything's in alignment with your highest good. And then we have holding on. Yeah, it's really bad. Like for me, I get a horrible feeling with this card, with that part of the card. It's in the dark. Like she's in the dark. She's holding on basically to herself. But I do note that her face is upturned towards the light. So it's like no matter how dark it seems, there is always hope. That light still does exist within shadow. It's yeah, like her vision is clouded. It's dark. She doesn't know what she's doing. And I think just like a little bit of her still trusts that there's something out there, but it's very dark and she's almost like losing hope. Okay, so I'm going to show you that card. It's just really beautiful. This deck is incredible, I'm telling you. I really resonate with these cards, and I'll put that one in here too so we can ponder it. And I am going to look it up because I'm sure it's correct, but holding on and letting go. Okay, there it is. Okay. So, let go, like I said, yeah, freeing, loosening your hold, stepping away, making space for new growth, letting go, the top portion of the card. Holding on, determination, staying power, sticking with it, commitment in it for the long haul. And with it too, like that could be like in your shadow, like this could be someone's shadow, like to hold on no matter what. And that commitment, like that darkness can sometimes engulf you. Where if that's the case, where letting go would come in, right? We want to be in a balance at all times with these aspects of our life. So there are times when we're called to hold on and times when we're called to surrender. But how do we know what to do when? The things we cling on to are often the ones that we're most called to let go of. Yeah. But just because we cling to them doesn't mean they're not meant for us, nor that they'll fall away if we do gather the courage to loosen our grip. Sometimes the act of letting go or of not clinging so tightly is the very thing that enables a situation to transform, so that it remains yet is better and more aligned than before. Or if it is not, then something more aligned now has the space to enter eventually. So, I'm going to leave that card there, and we're going to see the next card that was... Yeah, so there's only 4 more, so it's a 6 card reading that we're having here. And the holiest temple. Okay, so I'm seeing the self. With this card, the holiest temple, like we are the holiest temple, each one of you is the holiest temple. Okay, so yeah, it's within ourself. I can see a lot of like just rainbow colors going up with this card. It's all of her chakras in alignment. Basically channeling, there's light at her feet, like the light's going right through her. It's coming down from the sky, from spirit and source, and you can see it's lit up at her feet with spirit all around her, okay? Like angels and light beings all around her supporting her. You can see how it's like a peace symbol too. That's what I'm noticing that's jumping out to me, like the old school peace symbol. And then it's like surrounded like by this yellow light. So to me that's like protection, like an egg of protection almost, like an energy, a bubble of protection from spirit that we all have around us. And this is like the force of her aura. And I keep saying her, I don't know why. So take it as you will. If you're a masculine, take it as you or your inner feminine. I don't mean to keep saying her, but yeah, just the rainbow colors and just the multi-layers of protection too. Like if you've seen it up close, you'd see how it's like kind of rippling. See how incredible this card is, you guys. It's amazing. Like it's really incredible. I love it. And you can like see the stars around. Like just everything about this is supported by the universe is what's jumping out to me. So the holiest temple is ourselves. I'm just going to take the old cards down for a bit and we're going to start. I'll put them over there and the holiest temple will come in. So I'm going to read from the guidebook. And it's like, obviously, it's like super difficult for me because it is the first deck. I've never seen any of these cards before, so I have shuffled the deck well, though, just if you were wondering. There it is. Okay, the holiest temple. The body is the destination and the pathway home to everything we seek. There's no greater power and no deeper wisdom than that which exists within. Your body has an intelligence beyond what you could possibly imagine. It's always talking to you. Something sometimes singing, other times screaming. It's through the body that our soul and the divine can speak. Okay, so you guys, it's through the body that the divine and the soul can speak. Your intuitive senses are forever delivering information to guide you every moment of every day. What's your body wanting you to know today? What does it have to say? How can you call your soul to you more fully? So many of us were taught to dismiss the body or to see the body as something other than sacred. This is one of the worst crimes there is. For there's no greater companion for the soul than the physical body, and no more sacred a vessel than it. This card is an invitation to move your body and to cherish it, to prioritize its needs above all else, to honor it, to shower gratitude upon it. Yes, the body is the destination, not just the vehicle. It will show you how to process and how to heal. Through the body, you'll be able to experience it all. The highs and the lows, the salty and the sweet, the ecstasy and the agony. When we're disconnected from the body, we're disconnected from the sacred and the soul. Interesting, you guys, that's pretty profound. If we're disconnected from the body, we're disconnected from the sacred and the soul. So no wonder sometimes, I and maybe others would feel scattered or, cloudy in our vision. At times, it could be when you're disconnected or if you're used to or programmed to distracting yourselves, just from yourself. Okay. So, Your body knows how to move through all that life throws at you. So dance, run, walk, shake, whatever you do, your body knows what you need, and it will show you the way through everything and anything if you let it. Okay? So that's an interesting card. We have another card. It's the Golden Thread. There's 3 left here. And these are just all the ones that jumped out when I was doing my reading shuffling there. So, the Golden Thread. I get abundance with this card. So the Golden Thread, it's like the entire card is gold. The moon is gold. There's liquid gold, like you know, even the river is liquid gold. I might leave these 2 beside each other. And there's the temple. I should have left it inside. And the Golden Thread. I want to interpret this one though first. So yeah, it's really golden, which is why I'm saying abundance, right? It looks like everything around us is made of gold, and it's all right there. It's right close. You can see a figure standing here. Is there 2 figures? It's so hard to tell. It's just a figure standing there, and around them is a whole bunch of abundance. Like everything's golden, so you just need to reach out and grab whatever you want is available. There's a golden thread. This is spirit like showering down blessings on us. Okay, so that's what I'm getting by that. So tune into your body and treat it as a sacred temple, and the blessings will come. And I can read from the guidebook, I guess. I just found a short form, like, reading of the cards at the back of the book, so that's really interesting. This one is the Golden Thread. It's pretty obvious, so like what its meaning is to me. There. Cool. The short form is, what's your soul's greatest dream? You should act on it now. So I am just going to look it up because I want to make sure I'm being thorough. There it is. Okay, you guys, it took forever. Your soul had a dream to be here now, in this body, on this planet, at this time. And you have everything you need to realize your soul's destiny in every moment, on every day. Yeah, exactly what I said, you guys, that it's right there. We just need to reach out and grab it. The golden thread is the path of your destiny. The golden thread holds the potential of all that was, is, and could be. The golden thread of your life is always available to you, every step of the way toward your soul's deepest dream. The golden thread is woven throughout all your life experiences. It doesn't always make sense. Like, we may not always have the answer, but with time and perspective, you can see its intricate weavings glistening back at you from the center of your life. It's never too late to follow the golden thread of your life, and you can never be too old, for the golden thread of your life is always within your reach. Whatever your soul is calling you to do will lead you to your golden thread. Wherever you most feel connected with the great spirit of life is where you'll find your golden thread. This card is here to remind you that your soul came here with a plan, a dream to be brought to life, and it's time to say yes to that now. What is your soul's greatest dream, and how can you act on it now? Cool, you guys. The next card that came out is the end is also the beginning. I'm going to take this out now. The end is also the beginning. It's a super cool card. It's just like very mystical looking to me. Whoa, and it's kind of jumping out. Man, like if it's like related to relationship, you know, the end is also the beginning. Like the end of one thing is the beginning of you is coming to me right now. The end is also the beginning. Like, that's so interesting. Like, wow. And it could be like the end of staying, you know, and going. Like, it's everything ties together, like, from our reading. So the end is also the beginning. And I wish I knew where the heck it is in here. I got to get used to this. But I did just get it today. Like, to me, it's like, whoa, like a two meaning card, obviously. Okay, I'm going to look up the short form of where the heck it is. Hopefully you guys are down for a long reading, because this one is. I didn't intend for that, but whatever Spirit wants to say is what I will bring out. And this is my Thursday night, so whenever you guys are seeing this, it's meant for you as well. It doesn't have to be the same day. But it's so weird that I can't find that card. Oh, finally. Okay. So it's in the third suit. Yeah, so exactly the short form of this card is, what are you being called to release in order to start something anew? Totally letting go, yeah, is the new beginning. So I want to find the long version of it, though. What's it after? Crazy, you guys, how long this is taking for me. I'm very impatient as well. Oh, okay, you guys, I found it. So the end is the beginning, and the beginning is also the end. Morning is on the other side of morning. So, and they spelt it like in the morning, like good morning is also the other side of mourning, is into grieve. So healing is on the other side of feeling. Like there's pain. Without pain, there is no pleasure. Like, you know what I mean? They both coexist side by each. Rebirth is on the other side of death. Everything in this world begins again if you have the courage to let it properly end. So it's all about holding on, right? Like somebody here, I'm not going to say who, might be holding on or have a problem with letting go of things and holding on so tightly that it puts us in that shadow, right? Of the card we had before. That's so interesting. I'm going to put this card up again, right? Holding on, and it's in the dark, and there's the new beginning. Yeah, I like that they're together. So the end is also the beginning. It ties right into holding on and letting go. We'll just leave it up. You guys remember the cards, so whatever. Okay. Life is always trying to initiate us into who we're becoming. It's nature's way, and it always involves change. Change is one constant in life, and I have anxiety coming up. Like somebody here is having anxiety over change. They like consistency, routine. Change is the one constant in life. Nature is the greatest mystery school there is. The snake knows. The rose hip does too. We need to surrender what once was to one day be reborn anew. Change can be scary, for it means surrendering to the unknown and trusting in your rebirth. Right? The holiest temple, how we're connected. That's not the card I'm thinking. The unseen, this is the one. The seen and the unseen. Like this whole reading goes together, you guys, completely. Remember our old card there, the seen and the unseen. So trusting in your rebirth by letting go of what once was, right? And holding on and letting go. Like all of these cards go together. And at the end, I'm going to put them out so you can see all of them because it's pretty profound. So I'm going to read that part again. Change can be scary, for it means surrendering to the unknown and trusting in your rebirth by letting go of what once was. To being who you were and not quite to who you'll soon become. It requires us to trust in the transformation, for we're always transforming. To trust in the death for the rebirth to occur. The more we resist change, the further away we get from who we're becoming. The more we resist change, the more disconnected from life force and life we become. When we embrace change, we embrace life and nature and are forever becoming. It's what the soul came here for. It's the bridge of spirit and matter. Your soul came here to truly live. What are you guys being called to release in order to start something new? So it's really crazy. There's still, I think, one card left here. Yeah, there is. And it's really cool, but I'm going to get to it in a second. I'm just going to go back through this reading. So our first card, yeah, it's just really interesting how they're all connecting. You know, it's one big reading, and I wish I had a better camera here that I could turn this and just show you all the cards spread out at once. But this is what we're working with right now. So our first card, yeah, the seen and the unseen. Us being in the physical, but being supported by the spiritual all along. And then we had holding on and letting go, and it was in the upright, but it's just like the duality. And that's what our last card was just talking about. And then we had the golden thread, how we're always connected and abundance is right there, right? Like we just have to trust and believe, like we're supported by the universe. Here we are in our physical, walking our path, supported by the universe. If we look up, we would know this, right? Sometimes we hold on too tightly and forget that we're supported by the universe. We fall out of flow. That can happen to all of us at any time because we have this duality inside of us. But at all times, we're connected to the universe and abundance is possible. We would need to get into the energy of trusting the universe and letting go leads to abundance. What is meant for you will come into your life. Then we had, I think somewhere in there before that too, we had the holiest temple, talking about connecting our spirit to our body and not being disconnected, right? So that we can have our abundance. We want to treat our body as a temple, take care of ourselves, make it a home that spirit, a vessel that wants to be in and we can connect with and feel everything, like all of the unseen. That's where that comes in when you're tapped in with the fifth dimension, okay? So, and in the flow of life, we're able to let go when we are grounded into our soul into our body rather, then we're able to let go and be in balance with this nature of holding on and letting go. And we will know intuitively when to hold on and when to let go, when to reach out for abundance and go after our dreams, completely supported by the unseen the entire time. And then we had the end is also the beginning, which comes back to holding on and letting go, okay? And you can see one person here. There's one figure. It's you. It's yourself. It's your soul grounded in its body. It's here cloaked, unaffected by anything, just walking powerfully through, like onto its journey, like through its journey, right? It's almost like rings and like a tunnel, almost like it's walking towards the light through its freaking journey, man, on its path. Solid in itself, alone, not afraid, completely not afraid. This person does not look scared to me. This person does not look like they're in shadow holding on because they trust in the universe. They know that abundance is possible. And I'm trying to get this card, like where that fear was present, right? This is shadow and light and balance here. And this is where we had fear. This person's not holding fear. They are bravely walking forward like a warrior, knowing that they're supported by the universe. They're not afraid to let go. They've let go and they're burning. Like they have a fire within here, guiding them along their path. And the best of both worlds, again, talking about balance. You know, we're aligning, we're balancing ourselves right now. Okay, so the final card that we got, plus we're going to look at the underlying underneath the deck, is Chamber of Power, right? And that totally goes with this card. They came out beside each other. I'm going to put the other ones aside for now. I'm going to put up the card that came out here. Well, that's the one that had just came out. And the card that we got for the final card, where did I end up putting it in here? It's amazing. I love how the colors even go together. Like all of our other cards, some of them are pastel and dark and light, you know, the golden. But these two final cards of our reading that jumped out definitely go together. And like I said here, she's burning up, or this individual is burning up, like with their power from within. And this is the final card, is Chamber of Power, right? What did I say? Exactly. So it's really cool when you're in alignment with yourself. I see core power here. I just see raw power. I see spirit. Like, it's amazing because here is almost like the physical form of the person. But I did say it's all connected in harmony. But there's the physical form, spirit all around them, protecting them as well, in alignment, power coming through them, spirit guiding them with their light coming down into their seventh chakra, okay? So here, it's almost like they're in spirit form. I'll bring the card up close so you can see. It's not really a physical form anymore. It's them in spiritual form. It's both, okay, in harmony. It's super cool how this came out. And it's really interesting how both are balanced. I just noticed too that it's reversed. Like here we have light and here's dark. And on this card, we have light in the center. Whoa, and look you guys, now you can actually see the person too there. I didn't notice that earlier. Like all I saw was this light. I didn't see the actual face. And like there's a person there. It's amazing. They're tapped in. They're going through their 7th chakra. Like I was saying, that's crazy. I never noticed this figure in the background. How wild. And this almost looks like a person standing there as well. But it's just super interesting. But the light is in the center of this card and shadow outside. And here the shadow's there and light. So yeah, it's the reverse of each other again with this balance is coming to mind. So Chamber of Power. You're at your most powerful when you harmonize your soul and body. Freeing it from distractions, taking time to meditate, connecting in all ways that you know, clearing your chakras, taking time to be calm and grounded. Okay, so our Chamber of Power, I'm going to look up the meaning. And it's the first chamber card that's come out yet. Just give me a moment. Chamber of Power, our final card of the reading. Okay, Chamber of Healing. The first few feel like mild, like Chamber of Innocence and all this. There we are, Chamber of Power. This is like, yeah, strong energy coming through, a strength. It's not someone light. The Chamber of Power is an invitation to cultivate your inner strength, confidence, and to trust in yourself. Just like this person over here is doing, trusting in themselves. To believe that you have a right to be here, to occupy your life, to invite your sacred soul to come all the way in. Yes, you're here for a reason. And your body is your sacred vehicle. Choose to occupy and cultivate your sacred power. You were born with it and it's yours to own. Within you, you have everything you need to do whatever you're called to do. You hold the keys to your inner power. There's nothing you need to be other than who you already are. So often we learn to dim our light or water down our power in order to accommodate others or to fit in. But you didn't come here to fit in. No person did. So no matter what body is yours or what gifts you possess, no person is more worthy of power than you. And you're no more worthy of power than any other. Power isn't a finite resource. We can stand tall together. For too long, we've learned to turn against each other, to compete, shrink, or conquer others, or turn against ourselves. We put others on a pedestal or attempt to stand higher than them in order to own our strength and our gifts. You hold the keys to your inner power, and you can open that door deep within right now if you were feeling empowered. What would you say or do? Is it a question we can ponder? But yeah, just our body being the holiest temple and power, everything we need right there. We can just reach out and grab it. We need to believe. So that's a really interesting reading. I trust that you guys can see how those cards all fit together. It was really interesting. And I am going to look at the bottom of the deck now and see what is the underlying. Cool. So the card that's on the bottom of the deck is Ancestral Healing. And it's just like, to me, it's coming to mind like how ancient our souls are. And I can actually like see an angel in the tree above. There's a tree, there's a figure standing there. So by being ourselves, we are transmuting and healing like shadows, like the things that hold us back. Okay, there's our Ancestral Healing card. There is an angel up above. It's really amazing. And I will look up this last card. I've never seen any of these cards. But it's the underlying theme, I guess, is we're healing like, there, I turned right to it. We're healing like the shadows and the darkness. Like we're healing the wounds and the cracks within our own soul. And like, yeah, the things that we do to kind of limit ourselves and stop ourselves from being our highest self and reaching our full potential. We're transmuting that and we're working out of those shadows. We're getting rid of that energy. So During these times, so much is coming up for healing. We're discovering how hurt can be passed down from cell to cell through the generations. Our ancestors are the reasons we're here, and without them, our soul wouldn't be in human form. From them, we may inherit many gifts, as well as patterns of conditioning and trauma that we long to be freed from. Many of these patterns are coming to the surface now in order to be processed and healed. Sometimes those who came before you weren't able to understand, let alone process, what has thus far gone unhealed. Sometimes it takes a courageous soul with an open heart, when the conditions are just right, to feel in order to heal, to process in order to free themselves. This card is an acknowledgement, a nod towards the work you're doing as a circuit breaker in your family system and in the collective. You're being acknowledged for the part you're playing in the healing of humanity. I'm hearing you're being called through healing yourself and being with what is. You're being acknowledged for the part you play in healing your ancestral line and the collective too. Maybe you're in the midst of deep ancestral healing, or perhaps you're finding your way back to the surface, having journeyed to the depths of the line you came into. Try your best to honor the gifts of that line, as well as the difficulties. In doing so, you not only set your ancestors free, but you galvanize that energy and transform it into strength and support. And the activation is, I honor my ancestors for the life that they gave me, and I set myself and them free. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to get it out, but it's stuck in there. Anyways, I appreciate you coming to Taste Truth. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste, everyone.